Hello, everyone, and today is the day we got our first look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So, full disclosure, I did go into this. I already saw it. I did my trailer reaction for NerdTube, which is the other channel that I work with a bunch of people. But with this right here, I kind of want to go through it, and I want to, look at some stuff, dissect some stuff, and maybe see what we can figure out what's going on in this trailer. So, with that all being said, I'm going to switch over here to my recording screen. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. And if you haven't seen this trailer, you should. I'm probably going to stop throughout it. So if you haven't seen the trailer, I'll link the trailer reaction on NerdTube below. You can see my first impressions of it, but also, go watch the actual trailer. Just go and watch it and just bask in it. Anyway, let's get started.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2.
So as you can see here, we have Barrett, not Yuffie, Tifa. You'll see some other characters in here, but they say that these tornadoes swept through sectors 1, 2, 8, I think, or something like that. Not anywhere in the original. I mean, this is Midgar News or Shinra News Network. So is this some kind of propaganda that they have created that, to show them that these terrorists have been caught? Is it kind of like some kind of what if scenario? Is it a dream? Is it, I don't know. It's very off-putting to start with this because this is not anything that happened in the original game, them getting captured when trying to escape Midgar. And this is on the Midgar Expressway, so this is towards the end. So what happened? Don't know yet.
Amidst the wreckage of the expressway,
so, Tifa,
search and rescue operations are already
Red
in
13.
progress.
Aerith, and then you get the little glitch. So the unknown journey continues. And so just with the unknown journey thing, I know that they're trying to push us because they want to change things. I know they're gonna try to save Aerith. I know that and it's just like I don't want it. I don't want this to be a word for word, beat by beat remake, but I don't want them to make any major changes. I really don't. I love them expanding on things from the original game, but I don't want them to really, change anything major. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, as I said, there's obviously some stuff going on here. I think it might be more of a Shinra propaganda thing, but here we have them where I guess they're probably in some kind of storage container or some kind of building, maybe resting.
Just look at it all. It's so green, even after everything we've done to it.
So right here, just some gorgeous wide shots. This will probably be towards the beginning of the game when, everything is going crazy and chaos and, but so
it's still going
look
strong.
At that. Like,
it may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
In reality, it's barely hanging on. So there's our party from the original game right there. That we got, obviously they're coming along the sea line here. So I'm assuming they're either heading towards calm or maybe they're leaving the mines. Maybe. I don't know, because the mines weren't really that close to the water. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. I mean, it is a bit of a mystery here.
I was wondering.
So big
what's
open.
Cloud been doing these past 5 years?
You got deer, wildlife,
and you're
forest.
Asking me this?
I mean, they're really, really because this is could be the forest area where you find where you find Yuffie or whatever. I mean, on this first continent, but this may also be the second continent because we got to get over to the second continent over on the boat. So maybe this is heading towards Cosmo Canyon. There's some forests there. I think there's some forests on the way to Rocket Town. So you could be. There's even, I think, some forests on Wutai Island. So I mean, there's definitely places where this could be.
This is gonna sound
Chocobo
crazy,
stable, probably with Chocobo Billy.
As far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
So here we have some ruins here. I'm not sure exactly what this might be. This might be Gungaga, where Zack lived, or like near there. I'm trying to think if there was any place that was ever like in ruin or a destroyed city besides Gongaga. I don't know. Maybe Coral. Maybe the city of Coral where Barrett comes from. I'm not 100% sure, but that could be a possibility. Going with the chocobos.
The life stream. It is the very essence of...
So right here we have where Bugenhagen, I think I said his name right, I always mispronounce it, but explaining the, what's going on with the life stream, and it shows kind of the solar system. Well, that solar system, I think it looks a lot similar to ours.
Through its planetary veins.
I don't see a green ball underneath them. This is probably the mines in between after the Zolom swamp, and I can never remember what that mine is called, but they meet the Turks in here, and you'll see them here in a second.
Connected to Sephiroth.
But it might be those mines that they meet the Turks in on the way to Fort Condor.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him.
I'm guessing this is Calm when we get the Calm flashback.
Why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what.
So obviously the Calm flashback, a little bit more interaction between the characters maybe while that's going on. So I assume with the remake, that the Calm flashback is going to be 3 hours long instead of 30 minutes long, like it normally is. I don't know if it's 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, but I'm just joking. So
well now, I think we woke it up.
So this
Angered it more like.
So I'm guessing this is what? I mean, I'm guessing this is in the mines. I'm trying to think if there's any other places that really go into like a mines or in a mountain area besides Coral. It could be underneath Cosmo Canyon, maybe. This could be underneath Cosmo Canyon. When you go in, I think was Red 13 in there? I think he was in that party. Yep, he's there. It's Barrett and wouldn't that be great if like the exploration into the thing was just a Barrett and Red 13 thing? Like it would just be a Machina bridge like deep cut, like, oh, I want you can only take one person with you, and then he chooses Barrett to go with him because they've connected or whatever, and it would just be an avalanche buddies like deep cut. I swear to God, if that's it, I'm gonna
think we woke it up. Angered it more like.
This says what they're fighting.
Feast your eyes on the Turks' latest and greatest.
Now, this, as I said, this can either be in the mines where they meet up with the Turks or all the way in Wutai. I was trying to figure out if this was Wutai. I mean, look, back here it can either be the maybe residence in the mines, like where the miners maybe take residence or whatever, or maybe it's just Wutai at night. Or something like the lanterns here kind of make me think of Wutai at night. There's nothing really that I can tell.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
That gives it away. But I mean, Elena and Rude are in both places, in Wutai and in the mines. So Reno, I don't think is in the mines. So this might be the mines, is what I'm thinking of. It looks like the mines. I see rocks, so. Yeah, it definitely looks like the mines. So, and then there's the big money shot of Junin, and you can see the high wind up here. Look at the high wind. You see the high wind and the cannon and just Junin in all its glory. It definitely looks a lot more massive than what we're yeah, it definitely looks more massive than what we're doing, than what it did in the original. So, get to fight as Red 13, which is always nice. I was kind of upset we didn't get to play as Red 13 in the original, or in the first one. So here we go, and now we got Cloud and Yuffie. So you're definitely going to be picking parties of 3 here, because I'm kind of in the way here, but you can kind of see on the side here is that, Yuffie, Cloud, and Red 13. So you are still going to have to pick parties of 3 when you're out and about fighting. Instead of like in the original where you really, they really kind of kept it I think it was only the 3 usually. I don't think you ever got to really pick your party. I'd have to. It's been a while since I've played the original remake. I mean, it's been quite a bit. So, but I know, I know towards the end you get Red 13, and he's not a playable character in this one. Obviously, he will be. So that'll be exciting. Yuffie was so fun to play in Integrate. I loved Yuffie so much in Integrate.
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you.
So, and there we go, another gander at one of the Genovas. I don't know where this Genova is. I mean, it's probably not on the boat. This one, I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't think this is up at the Forgotten City. So I'm trying to think of where other Genova's at. So yeah, so I mean, last time what happened is you did fight Genova in up in the Shinra president's office. So I mean, obviously they're going to be adding boss fights and stuff like that, which is fine. So yeah, but this is obvious. I don't know, man. Genova. I mean, maybe this is replacing the Genova fight on the boat. But it definitely does not look like a boat. It looks like it's either in the mines or maybe this is underneath Cosmo Canyon. I don't know why it would be Tifa, Barrett, and Cloud here, but maybe for some reason they're down there too. Maybe the party splits up.
Of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear.
And now there's our boy Sephiroth.
Free you.
You murdered
So here we go. Big part of the Nibelheim flashback right here.
my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I...
And look at that there. Oh, buddy. Sephiroth ain't playing around. Look at Tifa. Just little old Tifa. I mean, I'm assuming this is obviously teenage Tifa.
killed her.
And ooh.
So, who is she?
All right. So right here, available early 2024. So it'll probably be, I want to say it'll be around April, the same time the remake came out, but on 2 discs. 2 discs. How big is this game if it's on 2 discs? 150 gigs? 200 gigs? How big does a game have to be on 2 Blu-ray discs? Listen, you've got Final Fantasy 16 coming out, 1 disc. Assassin's Creed, I think, 1 disc. PS5, 2 discs. Holy balls. How big is this game? How big is this freaking game? It's got some big balls is what it's got. Big swing. All right, so anyway, with that all being said, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. If you're watching this, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this trailer. I am super stoked for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am also excited for Final Fantasy 16 coming out later on this month. But everybody, please, just this is so crazy. We're going into an epic age of Final Fantasy. Like it's the golden age of Final Fantasy right now. We got 16 coming out. We got Rebirth coming out. We've got a remake possibly of 9 coming out. Remake of Tactics is on the slate. Like this is the golden age of remakes and Final Fantasy for that matter. I'm hoping 16 does really well. I really am. So anyway, with that all being said, thank you very much. Catch you guys in the next one. Catch you later.